is number 9, Owen.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Owen. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So Japan have a free kick. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Cristiano Ronaldo! Decent hit from there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Floated through, and the flag has stayed down. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kante calmly anticipates. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe! He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 7, David Villa. Substitutions taking place.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Batistuta. And a chance! Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Japan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Japan really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Barcelona have it back and can go again. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, and there's the shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Adams. And it's Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. There's the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Batistuta with a real chance here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Beckham! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Very nicely done. He's got away. Bonucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out to the left it goes.
Japan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now, he's got space here. Kante promptly onto that, and that is that. Played into space. And a chance! Oh, taken with style! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's an imaginative pass. Thuram. Pedri. And they're quick to get it back. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Musiala. Good purposeful running this. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So Japan have a free kick.
Well, he can produce power, precision and deception, so he's not short in options.
Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pass somewhat off target. Beckham. That's beautifully weighted. Well read, and the danger is averted. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half.
Japan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Japan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. Bale tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through, and that is expertly dealt with. Batistuta! Pedri. He came in hard, very hard. Darren Fetcher delivers. Looking for a runner. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Fernando Torres. Thuram does well to get it back. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on. It's Rivaldo! Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Nice physical challenge. Rivaldo. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty loose pass. Bastoni. Searching pass he's played there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that has put paid to that. Floated through. And this is Bale. He is through. Bale! Great in for the pieces. Oh, he's really drilled it.
Substitution for Japan, number 18.
Japan with the corner, they're first.
9, Batistuta, number 42.
Thuram getting this one clear.
7, Bale. Coming on the field, number 10. Yanko.
That is lovely. He has a look up.
Mbappe, number 4.
That pass isn't the best.
Number 16.
Short changes him with that pass. Kante makes the interception. A heavy challenge.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Vitinha.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Vitinha. Up Ji-sung. Crunching tackle. Kukçu. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Japan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this splendid display of... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Looking for options for movement. Can he get it through? Van Dijk cuts it out. That's really well cleared. Can he get on the end of this? Driving forward. That's a cute ball. Torres. And he's being shifted off it. Back in possession and ready to go again. Pedri. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Played into space. That has been cut short. Khan clears. That's an imaginative pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Khan gets it away. Hazard gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. It's run loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Caught offside that time. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that pass isn't the best. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Azar. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Look at the space here! And this can he finish? Danger averted for now. Eder Militao. Now that looks a decent ball. Kante promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Looking to play him in. Now it's Messi, distributed tidily. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And we come to you
To look
now
back
with
on
a
the first
quick
45
request for
minutes.
support
Well, it's been
from our
nothing but
World
frustration,
Charity Fund.
really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Nicely weighted ball. Short changes him with that pass. Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Played back in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that has been clubbed away. Now that's well seen too. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, played through for the wide man. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Gabriel. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Great vision. Threads one in. Now it's Hazard. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. That's a sharp pass. Back into the middle.
Substitution for Japan, number 7, Cristiano
Both sides
Ronaldo.
then taking this chance
Number
to turn to their
20,
benches.
Pele. Number 17, Hazard.
Looking for the run.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 21, Mbappe. Number
This is Batistuta.
Jesus.
That's pretty clear.
Number
It is a
16,
foul.
Kubo. Substitution.
And that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Now, this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Kubo! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's quick to get it clear again. Kubo, and he lines up a cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Lewandowski. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air.
Real chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Scholes brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's been given away. Played into space. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hakimi. And it's Kimmich. Nice looking ball. And he was quick to react. Cannavaro. Vitinha. He won't be happy with that one. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Scholes. Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through. Face to face. And a chance! Goal! Japan! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Japan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
It's a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. Mbappe! Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Scholes. Kimmich. Distributed tidily. And this is Scholes. Pele. Pele puts his foot on the gas. Pele. Could go all the way here. Pele with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Kubo. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. In towards the back stick. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Madrid have their second corner now. They've played it short. Mbappe! Mbappe!
Mbappe really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but He's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Kubo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had it taken off him. It's a good spell of possession, this. Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Played out wide, played back in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that has been knocked clear. Kubo.
There will
Cannavaro.
be 1 minute added time.
Kubo. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Just a quick announcement.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Japan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway. Japan carrying a 1-goal lead. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk. Rijkaard. This is Owen. That's really well cleared. That pass isn't the best. Van Dijk. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, Waters has shot a goal! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Owen. Conte. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Bale touches it back.
And that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Shapes to shoot! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution for Japan, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Number 21.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Owen. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Kubo with the short one. And he's in on goal! And the ball's come loose here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
That has not gone well. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kimmich, searching pass he's played there. Vitinha, it's a searching pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, shooting chance! Another chance from a corner. So their 4th corner of the game. Kubo is short. Japan are looking to go forward now. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And back to the keeper they go. Bayer punts it upfield. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pele looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, terrible pass. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Ambitious ball here. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's managed to get rid. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
For information provided by the local
fitness
police.
and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Japan displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Tele, can he spark a counter here? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kimmich. Probing pass. This is Owen. He is through here. Tele. Short changes him with that pass. Hakimi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too. This is Owen. Nice control. Bonucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Now Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vitinha. Rijkaard. Kimmich. And claimed it back swiftly. That is good alertness. Cannavaro. And it's Kubo. Pele. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
And now I'd just like to
Well,
read
both
out
teams
some
have
fan
run themselves
comments
into the ground
celebrating
out there.
their
Does
birthdays today.
anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Japan, number 20, Pele. Number
And we're
11,
off for the final
Bale.
time.
Number 23.
This has been
Vitinha.
enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Park Ji-sung. Number 5, Messi.
Long
Number
ball
2,
by the goalkeeper.
Rijkaard. Substitution.
And it's Azar. Ødegaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Chips it through. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Japan go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Showing great feet there. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That looks a cracking ball. Chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Pings it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ødegaard. Batistuta. And it's Azar. And this is Owen. Darren Fletcher. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? And he's gone and missed it. Owen steps up for his penalty. Oh, Cooley does it.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
So this one to restore parity. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Hazard is the man who's second in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Batistuta is third in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Bale is the third man to step forward.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, didn't change.
Japan looking to draw level. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Raul is the fourth man to step forward for them. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Brilliantly done, never took his eye off the keeper either.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? And stuck away with ice in his veins.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Czech obliged to stop this to keep them alive. That's it! It is done! So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Oh, commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
Will be removed. Thank you very much for your
Many thanks to
cooperation.
Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
Well, that's an excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van Dijk. Hakimi. And it's Cannavaro. Here's Cannavaro. Hakimi. Kubo. Madrid finding their passes. He's on it, can he get away? Look at the space, there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's neat. Kimmich, played back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Pele. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for...
He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hakimi, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Cannavaro.
Japan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Oh, delightful ball. Thuram clears it away. And it's Hakimi. Bout of passing here, really easy. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have their second corner now. Kubo plays it short. Kubo. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. Vitinha. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. Cannavaro. And it's Vitinha. And it's Bale. Bonucci kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vitinha looking for a runner. Cannavaro. Hakimi. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Van Dijk. Cannavaro. And back to the keeper. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, important interception. Oh, they could break here. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Stood up well to him there. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hakimi. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1 minute.
It could be in here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, no question, Jim. The referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Perhaps the... Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please
Yeah,
be
you
made
don't get
aware
any
that
points for
smoking
stating
is
the obvious,
only
Peter, but
permitted in
thankfully
designated
this is
areas
still very
within these
savable.
grounds.
Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back underway.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Czech will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Owen knocks it out wide. Scholes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambitious ball here. Floated through, and he's in a chance! He's got a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Number 7.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Bale. He's got away. And this is Ronaldo. He is through here. And a chance! Decent enough try. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's in space and looking for options. And he's managed to get free. Bale's cross. Tries to get it clear. Now that looks a decent ball.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Substitution for Japan. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 11, Bale. Number 20,
Passing is
Pele.
crisp and sharp.
Number 16,
This is Owen.
Kubo. Coming on the field,
It's
number
roll!
9, Batistuta. Number 18, Van Nistelrooy. Number 17, Hazard. Number 4, Park Ji-sung. Substitution.
Nicked it back promptly. Vitinha has created one goal already. Spread neatly. Batistuta picks it up out wide. Vitinha. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. It's Park Ji-sung. There's the delivery. It's a loose ball. Conte.
Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Owen. Owen! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Owen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Owen. Searching pass he's played there. And he welcomes it in. Deep cross. Thuram with the clearance. 5 minutes left on the clock. Lovely pass, but can he get... It's Asa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kimmich. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, nicely intercepted.
There will be 3
Darren
minutes
Fletcher.
added time.
Van Nistelrooy, played out towards the right wing. Back to the keeper it goes. Fletcher! In he goes again. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Just a quick announcement.
So a
And
short
exciting
respite
one
for
too.
the
We're
players
about to
as they
announce
prepare
today's
themselves
lottery
for
numbers.
another
Please watch
30
the screen
minutes.
if you have a ticket.
Substitutions taking place.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Japan displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to... And the finish! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Conte, and it's Vitinha. Raul, and he's being shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Hakimi, Bale, and it's Bale. Nicely shaped ball. Owen is flagged offside. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's on his way. It's Bale! And that could have brought them level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And this is Owen. Knocks it into space. Azar. Probing pass. Oh, easy pickings there. That's it for the first period of extra time. Japan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution for Japan. Number 24, Fletcher. Coming on to replace him is...
And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Raikkonen driving forward. Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from it. Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Owen is onto this. That is a crunching tackle. Bonucci clears. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba, very much into the last knockings. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's running through. They're urging him to shoot. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Bale. Nice looking ball. He's being urged to shoot.
I think...
And there goes the final whistle. Japan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And a quick reminder today to please take